actually met the founders of Unity back in 2005 at GDC. We were talking about GDC, where it was actually their first time in North America. So
back in
that's sort of
2005.
Yeah, it was. They had their original Goo Ball demo with Unity 1. They came up to us at our booth. We had a booth showing off our tech, and they came up and they're like, "Do you like our demo?" And literally, they didn't know anyone in North America anything. So yeah, took them out to party and stuff. It was fun. It was kind of going way back. But yeah, so after I parted ways with the other founders at the company, I literally kind of went one day, okay, now I'm a Unity person, and started learning Unity. It was one of those can't beat them, join them. Or the paths for game engines really diverged when the iPhone came out, and Unity got on it early. Because back then it was like Garage Games and us and a couple other players, but had the kind of went into mobile. We had been working at my studio. We shipped a couple mobile games this is back before iPhone days and stuff like that. And joined a studio called DNA, which was a Japanese studio trying to get into North America. So was employee. This is sort of a similar story I'll hear a few times. Kind of a first North American employee on the ground, kind of building the studio from the ground up. Did that with DNA till there were about 75, 80 people when I left there. And then afterwards worked at Namco Bandai, which again, they were trying to set up their studio in Vancouver. Helped them. I was their first North American engineer in the Vancouver studio. Helped build that out. I've done a lot of the whole building out studios from the ground up. So yeah.
It seems like, is that something you enjoy?
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's those early exciting days where anything's possible, and you're kind of building teams, building out sort of the prototypes, and kind of helping set things up, which is exactly what I'm doing right now with Britannia. Actually, it's kind of building out their studio, kind of coming up with what's the plan, what's the roadmap. And then anyways, go back. So after Namco, it was some friends of mine who ran a studio in town called Roadhouse. They were about 180, 200 people. They needed some more tech leadership. They asked me to come on board, and I helped run their central tech group, which was kind of, you can think of anything that wasn't game specific. So it was their build systems, analytics, DevOps, like all of the IT, everything, central tech that was shared across all their different games. So we had a team of about 20, 25, 30, something like that across all those different disciplines. And unfortunately, the studio, as you're hearing them across all over the time nowadays, the studio kind of went bankrupt, and we ended up having to shut down. And I was lucky enough to happen to be talking to Unity at the time, because I'd been using Unity since 2010. So this was 2015, 2016-ish. So I knew a bunch of people at Unity, reached out, and was lucky enough to come on board as in their product management group, which was very early I think there was 6 product managers in all of Unity at that time. This was around, I
remember you from GDC?
From there. Pardon?
Did they remember you from GDC back in the day? From you taking them out on the lash?
David did. I chatted with David about it. It was funny. We kind of went way back in time, but yeah. And then had spent 7 years at Unity, and until their most recent layoff in May, and here we are today.